Hi everyone, welcome to our Monday night stream. We are going to do a brush stroke tumbler. I'm so excited to experiment. I actually have a couple of cups prepped so we can, see how it goes, mix and match and do things. So if you are on the replay, thank you for being here. If you are here live, I'm so excited to chat with you. Of course, let me know if you're here, where you're watching from. If you are on the replay, there are timestamps so you can kind of fast forward through things if you want, or you can watch at double speed. That's what I do, but it's totally up to you. Hi, Anne made it. Hello, Pam and Ria and Selene. Hello, happy Monday. Hi, Carla. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Jessica. Glad you can make it. And Julia, it is good to see you. And Yasmin. Okay, so for today, the cups that I have are just prepped white. These are actually white spray paint, but you can use universal white if you prefer. These are just white spray paint though. Any white base will do. I think later we'll experiment with like a darker gray just to see. I don't have any black prepped, but we can try this like dark gray. We actually did this one on a live a little while ago. And I'm going to be using the Flippin' Awesome paints. Just because it's the easiest, and we can talk about some of your other options as well. So, hello. Oh, we've got some first timers here. So excited. I'm glad you could be here. We are live every Monday at 7 Central. Carla is in Michigan, Arizona. Rhoda, glad you're here. Barbara, hello. Laura, Mia, Sue, hi, all of my friends. Okay. Wow, today has been kind of a busy day. It's finally nice out. We spent a lot of time outside, me and the kids, so I'm a little tired. But I'm also prepping for my good friend's baby shower this weekend, and I've got a lot of things that I need to make still, so I've been busy doing that. But the Flippin' Awesome paints are from the CrystaLac Company. I know most of you already know me, but if you are new, if this is your first live stream, if this is your first time seeing my face, I have all sorts of tumbler and crafting tutorials on my channel, and I use CrystaLac products for my tumblers. So these are their Flippin' Awesome paints. These can also be used with epoxy if you use epoxy as well. So no worries there. And this is like most of the colors. I don't know, there might be a few that I don't have over here that I just not really planning on using, like the green and the red. I have them, and like a darker gray as well. There's like a ton of colors. So, hi Phyllis and Lisette. Jessica says it's windy and cold. Oh my gosh, it was like 70 today, and it felt like 100. I was like so hot, but it was so nice. And tomorrow's gonna be like in the 80s, which is like so hot for this time of year, but it's super exciting. So everybody that's like in like Florida or Arizona, you're like, you were hot and it was 72. Like, I swear it really was. I am going to be using just like cheap brushes that I got from Michael's. These are actually brand new brushes because I needed new ones. So we're going to say our thoughts and prayers to make sure that that these brushes work well, but literally any paintbrush will do, anything that you have. So let's see. Hi. Oh, Blooming Creations. I don't know your name, but I'm glad you're here. First timer. Jamie says it's still windy and cold in New York City. Yes. Yeah, it will be windy and cold like next week, but this week it feels like summer. So I have 2 tumblers prepped. And I thought we could kind of just like play around with different colors so you can get some ideas and hopefully feel inspired. But we are going to do a brush stroke tumbler. And there's a couple things I want to say. You can use the Flippin' Awesome paints. That will work. You can also mix up your own paints. I have several tutorials, actually live streams, that will help you learn how to do that. So if you want to mix up your own custom colors, you can do that. Or you can use acrylic paint. Just make sure you let that acrylic paint really dry really well. And like a couple of days before you add any bright tone to it, because it takes a really long time to dry. And since bright tone is water-based, it can like reactivate the the water in the acrylic paint, so you just got to be extra careful. But it can be used. It just needs to dry really, really well. A little rainy and windy in Northern California. No, you don't say. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So, no neon flippin' awesome paints or glow in the dark, but you could use like a neon acrylic paint or a neon or a glow in the dark acrylic paint as well. I'm testing out some glow in the dark spray paint. And that's going to be like a tutorial in a couple weeks. So I'm excited to show you that. So before we get into it, I want to show you, like, if you didn't know where to start and you were like, you know what, I want to do brush strokes. Like, you could do like, right in Google. Google's amazing. Blue brush strokes. Go to images and you can get some inspiration for like different colors. Like this one, like we've got some teal and some dark blue, and like you can see what people are doing. Or you could do like, maybe you want to do like pastel brush strokes, and you can get some color combinations, right? Already right here in Google. So you don't even have to think too hard about it. Just a suggestion if you're not sure, like, at all where to start. I don't really know where to start today. I was kind of thinking, like, a pastel would be fun. But I also kind of just want to, like, play around and see what happens. So I'm going to move these around. I think a pastel would be fun. Like, it doesn't have to be all pastel, but like, this is the Coral Crush and the lavender, maybe lime slush. We can add in some spicy mustard if we want. This pink pizzazz, I barely have any in here, so I don't know if I can really get in there. And maybe like this like mint green or something, like doing pastel, though we did pastels like last week. So maybe you guys aren't into that, but maybe we could do this for one, and then the other one, maybe we can just like kind of keep building on different colors and see, you know, what looks good. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments. But my suggestion to you is like find inspiration from something. So the other thing I was looking at was like this tumbler, this sublimation tumbler. Like I made it, but I didn't like make the design. So like I really like these colors, like this blue and like different shades of green and a coral. Like this would be pretty as well. So like look around, see what you have, and see if you can kind of piece together some colors that you want to try. And then you just kind of have to decide like what you want it to look like. Some people like you could just do it like on the bottom part of the tumbler. Like I think maybe when we get to this wine glass we could do that, like kind of just leave this like dark gray silvery shimmer at the top and just like do brush strokes like around the bottom. Like that's cool to me. Or you can like do them around the whole tumbler and see what it looks like. You know what I mean? You can always add more. I would say there's probably a good chance that you will need multiple coats as well. So like it's okay if you need to let it dry and do a second coat of paint. So I am going to grab some parchment paper. Hello, Jennifer. Okay, we like the pastel idea. I mean, it is spring after all, right? So I'm actually just going to like squirt out a bunch of these paints here on this parchment paper. Okay, let me see if I can get this to look a little bit better. Oh, and I've got cups of water right here, just so, just in case. So we can rinse our brushes and not contaminate. Yeah. This one's a little dried out. I absolutely love the Coral Crush. Do I sound echoey to you? Because something is echoing in here that is not normally like that. So I apologize if it sounds a little echoey. All right, I don't have a lot of this. I gotta order some more pink pizzazz. This one is Lime Slush. It's like a super pretty, like, spring green. And then maybe we'll do mint green. This is, whoa, that came out really fast. And then, okay, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm going to put Totally Teal on here as well, just to get like a little bit of a contrast. Maybe it won't be like full on pastel, but just to see, I'm going to put this Green Gardens down here as well. I don't know where we're going to go with this. Okay, great. I'm glad it doesn't sound echoey. I think the blur will fix itself once I move things out of the way, hopefully. I think it was focused on my tumbler. Okay. I also am going to put foam in here and hold it with a thing so I don't get my hand all painted. Okay, so these are the colors I'm gonna try out. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. These are like, so I bought paints to do these like probably like a year and a half ago. I don't know, I think I saw like a digital pattern or something, or like some vinyl that was like brushstroke pattern, and was like, yeah, like I want to try that. Like I want to get better at painting. I have a tumbler. I'll show you guys in a minute. It was one of the first ones I tried. It's not great. So just be patient with yourself. You can always like do another layer of paint and refine it so it looks how you want it. You know what I mean? So like you'll see, like, I don't know what this is going to look like at the moment. I'm going to start with the Totally Teal, and I'm just using this thin paintbrush, and you can decide like how you want this to look and how like far you want it to come down. You know what I mean? Like you can just, I'm going to use this one like as like a base, and I think I'm going to put like the other colors on top. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll show you like a different like method. You could even just do like single strokes. Like I could do like, I could kind of go like this and then go in with another color like right next to it. If you want it, it's hard to see, but maybe that's better. And you can just like kind of do it that way, or you can lay your base down and you can add colors on top of each other. Just know that if you're going to put like a paint right one after the other, they're going to blend a little bit. So you need to kind of be careful with the paints you choose to put next to each other, or like allow to blend, or let one dry before you do the next one. So just keep that in mind. Like the Flippin' Awesome paints and the CrystaLac paints like do dry very quickly. So you don't have to wait that long before you like go in with the next one, if that makes sense. Okay, and then whether you hold your brush, like you can hold it, I don't know, like there's probably artists probably have a word for this, but you can kind of hold it like, all I keep thinking about is like hamburger and hot dog style, like I'm folding a piece of paper, but You can like hold it either way depending on like how you want your brush stroke to look. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let this side dry just a little bit more, and I'm just going to continue on with some of these colors, and I'm going to bring them down a little bit further. I like kind of doing it like this, like hamburger style. I feel like that at the end it looks better. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm gonna go back in with this blue. And I anticipate doing a second coat, so I'm just kind of like laying a foundation right now because the lighter Flippin' Awesome paints do well with more than one coat. Like they're a little bit translucent. So right now I think I'm just gonna like see how I like these paints together, and then you know, on my second coat I will care a little bit more about the brush strokes. But right now I'm just going to get it down and see how it works. If that makes sense. And like this is already dry to the touch, this teal over here. So I can show you kind of what I mean by like putting that like base down and then kind of going in with other colors on just like right on top of it to kind of get a different look. So you can kind of do either one. I would say it's better if you can let the bottom layer of paint dry like a little bit longer, like maybe like 30 minutes, 20 minutes is probably fine. But I think it's just like a fun, like, they're like kind of messy. And like, that's kind of fun. It's probably some of you are like, this is making me anxious. Like she has no plan. But I think it's fun. And then you can either like, I think I'm going to kind of rotate the colors maybe, like, and do like this like pink and coral kind of like on the other side of this like blue. You know what I mean? Like you could take this all the way down. Actually, I think it would look kind of cool just to have like almost like a drip, you know? But you can, like, you have so many options for like what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like take this kind of along the bottom and like meet them together, or you can like kind of do them one at a time. You know, you can change things up, and you can see here they're blending a little bit. So like on a second coat, like once that's fully dry, you can either like make the lines a little bit sharper or wherever you want to blend. Like it's like totally up to you. It's super fun. Like I'm just like, I literally like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like this is the first time I'm using this color combination. So I'm just going with it, you know? But like the lavender really could use like another coat. So I will probably go through this like tomorrow maybe. You want to wait the 4 hours before you go in with like your actual second coat. But A drip cheek glitter. Ooh, that would look cute for sure. It's just like, we're just playing around, you know? And you could take these strokes like all the way down. Like you don't have to stop like halfway through. I honestly, I don't really know why I'm doing that. I don't know. And I like this like a little bit. I feel like the thicker brush I like a little bit better for like the brush stroke look. I like it a little bit thicker. Hello, Maria. Thank you so much for your videos. Oh, you're welcome, Savannah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Oh, I forgot the yellow. Where should I do the yellow? Maybe right here. Galaxy mica over it. Ooh, Julia, maybe one of these I will do that for sure. That's a great idea. The Galaxy mica. And I do feel like you could even do a little like glitter. I can show you. I'll show you one that I have. I'll show you one that I have in a second. Let me just get a little bit more green over here. Hello, Lorraine. Glad you're here. We're still on. We're just running through like our first tumbler here, but we're gonna do another one. So don't worry. I like when they blend a little bit, but you might like more of like a harsh line. It really depends like what you're feeling. But again, this is just my first coat. So the second coat will look a little bit better because you can still see like, right, you can see, I actually kind of like it. Like the pink is a little translucent, so the teal's coming through, but it actually looks kind of purple. Like I think it looks kind of cool. Okay. Yellow and purple reminds me of lavender lemonade. Yes. Let's see. What colors do I need here? That's not what I wanted. That's okay. We'll do it over here. Do a little teal action. But again, if you like more of the harsh lines, you might like that. So I'm going to show you kind of what I like to do. Like, so I do like to apply it like kind of thicker, but then if you turn your brush, you can get a little like, okay, so I like to apply it like this way, right? It's a little thicker, but then if you take your brush like this way and then kind of do the brush strokes, it helps kind of soften the edges a little bit. But it takes practice and doesn't always, like, this is like interesting right now to say the least, but I think with a second coat, some of the other colors like the lavender will pop a little bit more. And I can kind of go in and add. And then I think having an accent color is really helpful as well. So I'll show you once I'm done painting this, I will show you, like I'm just going to kind of go right here in the middle just to kind of cover this spot up. And like I might do a little green here like tomorrow. I'm going to let this dry first before I do that, but just kind of like go in with whatever colors you feel like you're missing and add in a little bit more. So like this one here, this coral and this green like really are like a harsh come together at the moment, but on my next coat, I will like be sure to give it a more pronounced like brush stroke, if you will. Hopefully I'm like making sense. It's very random, and a lot of it is just like testing it out and like kind of like pulling your brush away as you do, like as you get to the end of where you want your stroke to be, it'll come together. Like this will look a lot better on a second coat. But I think for now, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna show you the other cup. So this is not done. First things first, this one's not done. But you can do brush strokes with glitter as well. So I think adding accents with glitter or foil is super fun. I have a tutorial, I don't have the tumbler anymore, but with foils, and you can kind of see like how it comes together. But you can like kind of brush on like your glitter glue in the same way and then add your glitter. So that's an option. Like if you were like, you know what, like it's fine. You do your second coat of paint and you're like, it's fine. It needs a little bit more. You could add little glitter. You could add foil. You could add vinyl. I mean, you can do anything you want. Cheat glitter, whatever. All would kind of look cool together. So this is more of like a blended like brush stroke, if you will, which is what I like. But again, I think this will look even better with a second coat. So there's that. We're having even some like more contrasting colors, like this Purple Delight would be pretty too on that. As well as like the Midnight Blue, which is like my favorite flippin' awesome color. So we have options. So I was thinking maybe about doing this one with just like paint strokes kind of coming up the bottom. Not the whole way, but just kind of like ending around the bottom. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what colors yet, but let me rinse off these brushes real fast. And you guys can let me know what colors you think I should do on this. I think like maybe Midnight Blue and like Purple Delight. I don't know what the teal is going to look like on this first coat, but it could be interesting to try. We could even try like this slate gray. I know that is gray, but it might be nice to tie in. I did not shake this one up. Do that. So it is normal for your Flippin' Awesome paints to separate. You just need to shake them up real well. Brush stroke with thick makeup brushes with the paint still wet. Yes, you can totally use the a makeup brush, like a Wet n Wild brush. For me, like I like them a little thinner, but that's why I have a brush like that's like this size instead. Okay, let me just keep shaking this up. Jewel tones, okay. We could do jewel tones. So I'm gonna do this. Ready? So let's see if this comes up. I was like, I wonder if like you could search like jewel tones color palette or something, which is what I did, right? Like, and you can get all sorts of like awesome inspiration. So maybe I don't need that one, but okay. So maybe we will do purple, midnight blue, and maybe we'll throw in like a little teal. I feel like I could kind of mix these together if I wanted to. It would be fun to like mix up your own paints, but well, let's see how it goes. I need some more paper towel. Whoops. So those of you who are here often, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram, but you will be happy to know that I did buy a new tape measure. So hopefully I don't lose it as much because I have more than one now. So I'm very excited about that. Okay. I'm going to put my hair up real fast. Hang on, guys. How was everybody's day today? What did everybody do? Just work? Anybody take the day off because you maybe celebrated Mother's Day yesterday? Let me know how your day was. Just going to use liquid micas. Yes, you could totally use the liquid micas. Maybe we will use, which one do I have handy? I have copper handy. And I've got rose handy. I don't know about either of those. Maybe rose. This one but I might do this like on a second coat though. So maybe we'll do that. Birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Jessie. Oh, Carrie had her granddaughter. How awesome. Okay. So when you do one like this, like you have to like be a little bit more intentional with the actual brush stroke because you want to make sure, like you don't really want it to have like a harsh edge. Let me see. I did another brush stroke one, but I don't know where it is. So I'm going to start with this midnight blue, and it's hard to explain. Like, you want to, like, almost kind of, like, flick it and lift up your paintbrush so you have, like, that brush on the edge. You know what I mean? Like, am I making any sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm just trying to explain... I'm trying to explain, like, how you get the brush stroke. It takes practice. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm, like, the best at it. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to, like, get over, like, this wine glass and kind of be right above that. So I'm, like, lifting my brush up. And then you want it to, like, be different lengths as well. So, like, you want some... to be like a little longer than others. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know. Wait, somebody else? Oh, tornado watch. Oh, Sue, I hate tornadoes. Happy birthday, Yasmin. Oh, happy birthday. Okay, great. Making sense. Okay, good. It's hard to do this like via the internet. What other color did we decide? Teal? I feel like the teal could use like a second coat. It's a little brighter than the other ones. That's okay. Maybe I'll go in with the midnight blue on this side and see what we think. I would say, like, you kind of want you don't want your brush to be, it's okay if it's a little wet, but it does like really thin out the paints. So just be careful. If your brush is like too wet, it might not behave like you want it to. I think I'm just going to keep going in order. I don't know how I feel about that, but I think I'm just going to keep going like in this order. Should I do any other color? Should I just stick with these colors? I think these colors look pretty good. You can always add more paint, okay? So start with a little. You can always do like a second coat. And you can make these as thin or as thick as you want. Like I'm doing them kind of thick, but like you could do really thin brush strokes as well. So like it's really totally up to you. That is the beauty of making things. You get to decide how you want it to look. And what you want the end product to be like. So I might let this one dry a little bit and then go in with the rose mica. What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, so I don't like what I just did there. So I'm going to actually take my finger and wipe some of this away and try again. You could do that too. Okay. Rose, Mike. Okay, yeah, great. And then the other thing you might want to do is like I could go back to like with this paintbrush and like just like add a couple more like brush strokes if I wanted to. Like if I didn't get what I wanted that first coat, like I can go back in and like add more. So just remember that you can do that. See, you know what I love about these, you guys, is that it is a collective effort to make these tumblers together. You know, like sometimes it's just so nice to talk through it with other people, get some fresh eyes, get some fresh eyes on what you want to do, and just, it's nice. So thank you for being here. I look forward to coming here. Well, to my basement. Every week. It's fun. I'm going to add this a little bit more because I'm just going to do the teal. Do we like the teal? I don't know that I love it. I feel like it, I don't know. I think I just need a second coat, and I like it more. That's what I think. Because I feel like it's just, you can see a lot of the gray underneath. So I think with a second coat, the teal will look better. And I'm just literally like, this is so random. I do feel like I started to kind of come up a little higher on the other side than I did at the beginning. So I actually think I'm just going to go in right now and add a little bit more. Because why not? Why not? Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more of the midnight blue. I like them to blend. I just really do. Versus like the like very individual colors. But on, like, if you like it, you should do it. If that's what you like, do it. Oh, that's too much. Oh no. Okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna do a little purple over here, and then I'm gonna let this dry a sec, and maybe we can go in with, we'll see how the rose gold mica works right now. It might be something, I do like after it fully dries. Ooh, this is fun. This one is fun. I don't know if I want to put rose on it. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know how. I don't know. Should probably get the bottom. I'll just leave it. Well, you can brush stroke the bottom, or you could just leave it. Maybe I'll just kind of go in with these colors on the bottom. Kind of do the same thing towards the middle. Like where they kind of all meet together. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of bring them in together on the bottom. This one is super fun. I'm gonna keep this one for myself. But I don't know about the rose. You guys, I don't know. I don't know if silver would be better for me, or I think it needs something else. I think like it needs something else. I don't know. I don't think I like the rose though. Now that it's done, I think it was a really good idea. And maybe if this was a different color, like if this was solid gray, I think I would do the rose. But because this is already like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like clashing. I might leave it. Well, we should sleep on it, you guys. Let's not make any rash decisions here. We should sleep on it. I think a little silver would look good. I think, I don't know. I mean, I like it. I like it. Maybe a second coat too. If these are a little bit more blended together, I might like it. But I think like if this wasn't already like silver, like this is silver mica over like a gray base. Like if this wasn't shimmery, maybe I would, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see. We're not going to do anything right now. I'm going to let this dry. But I think this one turned out pretty cool. So my best advice for you is practice. If you don't want to practice on a tumbler, grab like a little like ceramic tile that you get at like Home Depot for like 10 cents and like practice your brush strokes. You can see if you like them more like separate, you know, like these ones are kind of separate. Like I did, these ones are glitter, but like I did the pink and then I did the champagne kind of color, but like these brush strokes underneath is paint and they do not look good. So like I just know they're not always perfect. Maybe a bit of midnight on the bottom. Oh yeah, so like maybe on my second coat I'll just like put a little like midnight and a little teal on this one and kind of see how that looks. We could try that. We could try that. Do like smaller strokes even. Like I don't know. We could see. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to sleep on it before I decide what to do next. So do you guys have any questions about the brush strokes? It's really, you guys, like it's really like, it's not supposed to be perfect. They're supposed to be like perfectly imperfect, right? You can do as many colors as you want. You can do it as thick as you want. You could do thin. Like this one definitely needs a second coat. Like you can see like the lavender and the pink even, like it'll just pop more on a second coat. So when I do that, I'm going to wait the 4 hours or till tomorrow, and I will be like more intentional about where I'm painting, so I can kind of refine it on the second coat, if that makes sense. What do you guys think? Coral for a pop of color. Yeah, that could be cool too. Like there's so many options. So many options you can do here. Again, I'm using the Flippin' Awesome paints. You can mix up your own paints. You can use acrylic paint. Just make sure you let those really dry. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. If you make something or try one, make sure you share it with me. I love seeing all of your creations, and I love, you know, seeing what comes about after these streams. So I have no idea what we're going to do next week. I suppose we could do a part 2 of these if we want. If I wanted to do the second coat of this, or maybe if I wanted to add some glitter or foils, we could do that next week. Otherwise, I don't know yet. So I hope you all, do you guys want to see, I haven't done much with the tumblers from last week's live stream, but I put Brightone on them. They just need decals. They turned out really cute. It's hard to show. They're so shiny. But I really like this one. I just need a decal on that, and then this one as well. I think I might add a little bit more pink here too, but this one needs a decal as well. And then I haven't done too much either with our pastel tumbler from 2 weeks ago, but it's ready to sand, and we're just kind of keeping on with this one. So this one's turning out super cute as well. So foil on the blue and purple teal cup. I agree. Okay, we'll do a part 2. We will do a part 2. That's honestly, that's easier for me. So let's do it. We can see. Okay. Leslie Bright Tone is the top coat I use for my tumblers. It is made by the CrystaLac Company. You can learn more about it. It's water-based and non-toxic. I have a ton of links and resources in the description of this live stream, and I have an entire channel dedicated to teaching you how to use it for tumblers or wood projects or acrylic blanks, all sorts of things. So I'm really thankful that you were all here tonight doing this with me, highlight of my week. And if you if you need any supplies, if you need anything, check out the links underneath my video. I've got links to glitter. The tumblers today are from Craft Haven, just like a 20 ounce. Actually, this is a sublimation tumbler I messed up, but just like a 20 ounce skinny straight. And all links to CrystaLac and glitter and anything that you need is underneath this video. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. I think we're probably going to do a part 2, but if you have any strong feelings about what you want to see in the next couple weeks live, please don't hesitate to message me and let me know, because I come here to connect with you guys, but do things that you want to see. So just let me know if you have any strong feelings. I hope you have a wonderful week, and hopefully wherever you are, you enjoy the weather. Sue, you stay safe, and everybody else with crappy weather, hopefully you guys all stay safe. I had a really good time tonight, and I will see you next week.